Cruise ships are a lot of fun. A taste tester of destinations with a safe place to sleep every night, a beautiful boat to explore, and a range of activities to do at any hour. They're also really fucking weird. I went on a cruise pretty recently and had a great time, but most importantly, I found a bunch of random and interesting secrets that most of you probably don't know about. Like finding out that this low-level planning trip is not only built for absolute relaxation, but also... I have never seen such degeneracy in my whole life, and I'm from Vegas. The amount of drinking and gambling rivals anything I have ever seen, but I swear on every buffalo that this is another level. Imagine a casino full of drunk old people. Me, mom, people are pounding that button. Oh, Jesus, they're fucking going to town. They're pressing the button repeatedly. And every time they press the button, boom, $100. Boom, another 100 bones. Boom, another checking account. For the gambling virgins out there, when I hit the slots, it's about 80 cents a hit. $2 if I'm feeling rich, but that's a pretty good bet. You can get pretty good. You can get some good shit on a $2 bet. That's all I'm saying. I'll tell you, one night, I sat next to this old lady. She was betting $25 a hand. I'm going, God, I wish I could win $25. And she just kept losing. She kept losing every time she pressed the button. And every time she had ding, 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 that shitty little fucking tin noise. Every time you run out of money and the machine's bullying you for being a broke bitch. She goes, a little loyalty tab, press on a little button. Charge to room, $300. Bing, 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 bing. Oh. Bing, bing, bing. $300. $300. This lady could not win. And when they're done with the casino, they're done with the drinking, they're done with the gambling. The ship I was on had 20 places to eat, and counting, including a Starbucks, Johnny Rockets, a sushi hibachi grill, most of which were complimentary. You paid, with your ticket to eat. There's some things you can pay extra for, like any of the ones I mentioned in half of the restaurants. The included restaurants were mostly buffet style. There's a pizza place, a hot dog stand, a solarium. The most disturbing thing was the Windjammer, their all-day buffet, and those people were stacking plates like it was a fucking Olympic sport. The worst part wasn't the amount of diabetes that we're all probably getting from the food on the ship. It was the food that just doesn't get eaten. I was raised in a home where everything that's put on your plate gets put in your mouth. So this shit was just straight disrespectful to me. They'd pull this shit in the Windjammer, they'd pull this shit in the main dining room, order something, and then it goes back just the way it came. I literally saw a waiter take a full plate of food and scoop it all into a garbage. I for sure took psychic damage on that. I can't. Even to this day, I cringe. I'm not talking about the crew here. Some of these cruisers are motherfucking professional. Most of the people I met were really friendly, so I got to hear the secret life of cruising that at least I wasn't privy to before. And when I say professional cruisers, I'm talking multiple a year, not like 2, 3, 2, 3. I'm talking 12, 13 in a year. When you ask them, hey, you know what? Hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a freelancer. I got free time. That's the way it works. Oh, I'm partially retired. I cruise the other half of the time. Do you get paid for that? How can they afford this? We all asking broke? Well, fellas, I'll tell you. We're so fucking back. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing like gambling on a cruise ship. Like most casinos, there's a reward program. You tap your card on whatever machine you're playing, probably slots, and it keeps track of every dollar you spend and turns it into points. And that's where the tier system comes in. And truth be told, this last cruise I went on has been the second one in like 6 months. Crazy. I know. That's what you're thinking. Oh, bitch is bonging. Well, what if I tell you bitch is not bonging? What if I told you the second one was practically free? Whoa, I know. It's free in gambler math. One of the perks of those tiers is a free ticket or 2 to your next cruise. There are some limitations. Nobody fucking cares about those. They hardly make a difference. Once you gamble enough, you win a cruise. And then you gamble on that cruise. And then you win your next cruise. And what you do on that cruise is you gamble. And you gamble until you win your next cruise. Do you see where I'm going with this? It is an infinite cycle of free cruises and also gambling. Shut up. Fucking like gambling. But if you want the kicker, in my experience, the slots are way looser than the ones I find at my local casino. They at least let you play, and rather than sucking you dry for your $20 before you even get your drink. When my mom and I got off the boat, we were more or less even. Which in gambling terms is winning. That's fucking winning. Go gamble. unless you're under 21, and then don't gamble. Oh, bonus, you only have to be 18 because you can only gamble in international waters. Back to what the fuck I was talking about. The gamblers, they're actually really generous. They share their unlimited drink packages with you because they've been gambling for 20 years before you were fucking born. They celebrate your wins. They show you all the cool places on the ship. They're locals. They're locals without being, they don't live there. But I was talking to a group and they said the ship we were on was their home ship. I don't really know what that means. I think the ships go to the same place like every time. It's a whole other lifestyle out there. And with any culture, it comes with its own quirks. We'll start off with the crew because I love them. They are all so sweet and friendly, and I know that's part of their job, but when you treat someone like a human, you get to see people for who they are. Our little housekeeper lady was so sweet, and she spilled all the tea for us, like telling us that one of the people on our deck has been there for 7 weeks. He's going to the same 3 places every week. He just likes the boat. They just live on the boat. In this economy, they may have a point. They pay the staff to do their laundry. I can't imagine their diet is very good, but who gives a fuck? Do they live on a cruise ship? I would imagine it gets boring going to the same bars and beaches. Like, wouldn't you get tired of it? Not my life. Live the way you'd like. There's a cute side to it too. Like, there's a duck thing. It's actually so cute. If you know about the Jeep ducks, it's like that, but it's a little different because it's a game. And if any of you have heard about this before, it's probably because you watched the Pinely video I already watched about the 9-month cruise, which sounds fucking terrible. So they do a little game where they have these little ducks. You go find like a little rubber duck, or I found even littler ducks, and they hide them in like little places around the ship. And then when you find them, you hide it somewhere else. And I found about 3. When I was gambling, back to being back in the casino, my bad. This little lady, she walked by my machine and she put the little duck on my slot and said, good luck, good luck. That was so sweet. That was so sweet of her. And so when that duck inevitably lost me like $100, I gave it to someone else and told them good luck. And I hope it was. Anyway, I'm still an amateur at all this. I'm gonna go start my half retired, half cruise life sooner rather than later, so you catch up. I'll see you out there. Watch another one of my videos where I talk about something probably fucking stupid that you didn't think you'd care about, but now suddenly you do because I just told you can get free cruises from gambling. Good luck. Good luck. Bye. Bye.